This video is brought to you by the 3-Minute Board Game patrons. Keep us independent by supporting us on Patreon. Kia ora koutou and welcome to Wyrmspan in about 3 minutes. Review copy used. It has a solo mode, it's a game for 1 to 5 players, playing time is medium, and it's a moderately complex game. You are a dragonologist looking to study a wide variety of dragon kind. Can you excavate homes for them, entice them to live there, and then observe them in their natural habitat? The game lasts for 4 full rounds of play with a refresh phase in between each round. The winner is the player with the most points at the end of the game, and you get them from many different sources. Just look for the dragon tail symbol. Drafting. There are cards in a central display to draft. Card management. Dragon and lair cards are key to this game. Engine building. Building combos with your dragons is super important. Player turn. Each game will have 4 randomly determined goals that are scored at the end of their matching round. There is also a dragon guild board which can have any of the guilds on it. You then draw 3 of each type of card and keep 4 total, and take any 3 resources. Players will start each round with 6 silver coins and 1 egg. Every action in the game uses at least 1 silver coin. On your turn you will take one of these 3 actions and then pass to the next player. But first, if you ever trigger this symbol, it advances your marker on the Dragon Guild 1 space, granting you each reward shown that you go past. At the bottom of the board you will place one of your markers to score it, and if you go all the way around the board you will claim one of the other spots. Also, if you are ever asked to claim a card via these symbols, you can either take one of the 3 face-up cards or draw from the deck. Only replace them at the end of your turn. Now back to the 3 actions, starting with Excavate. This costs 1 silver and allows you to place one of your lair cards into an empty spot. You gain the placement bonus immediately. Here that's 1 meat and 1 milk. The further right you go, you may also have to pay an egg cost as well. Entice lets you recruit dragons, and you must have a lair for them to live in. Thankfully, you start with the first lair in each row open. Each dragon has a name, victory points, egg limit, personality, special bonus, which caves they'll live in, and their cost to entice. Remember, it costs 1 silver as well. Place the dragon into the cave and gain any placement bonuses on the card. Let's place down a second dragon and do an explore action. Explore can be done up to 3 times per cave, and costs increase as shown here. Take your meeple and move it left to right, gaining any benefits shown below the explorer icon, including on any dragons that have that symbol. Once you reach one of these stop signs, your explore action is over. As mentioned, you can explore again next turn with increased costs. The other 2 types of dragon bonuses are end of round cards that trigger at the end of each round, and end game cards that trigger for scoring. Some cards let you tuck cards beneath them. Tucked cards are worth 1 point at game end, and other cards let you cache resources on them. Those are also worth 1 point. Note you can earn more than 6 silver and can save them between turns if you wish by passing early. And at any time you can convert any 2 resources to one of another. Why would you like this game? Wyrmspan never really did it for me. I thought it was a good enough game, but there were a few niggles with it and it just didn't click with me at all. Wyrmspan deals with all of my Wyrmspan issues bar one, and as a result, it's a game I'm far more interested in playing. And that's because it really feels like a tight engine building game where I'm trying to cram in as much points and moves as possible before the game ends. Fundamentally, you are choosing between 1 to 3 actions each turn, and the complexity of the game is organically added as you add in more components. The Dragon Guild system is a great new addition, as is the Neato guidebook to all the dragons. I don't think Wyrmspan is any more complex than Wyrmspan, and therefore recommend it to pretty much any audience. Best thing about this game is the artwork. Even the back of the boards are pretty. However, the one hangover issue here for me is that with only 3 cards in the draft pool and a relatively low number seen throughout the game, combined with all the cards being unique, you can sometimes luck into perfect combos and other times not. It's the lack of seen cards in what is fundamentally an engine building game that remains my last real gripe about it. For another cute dragon engine building game, try Flamecraft. And for the original Wyrmspan, check out our review here. Wyrmspan, Gold Dragon Game. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.